Hello, welcome to Spooky Tuesday. I'm your host, Robot Spacer.
And I'm your stream ghost.
And Twitch affiliate, Unsecret Crush. Hope I typed that right. Hey Delta, hey Phallus, how you both doing? Hope you are doing well. So, I was trying to remember what the heck we're doing in this game, and I don't really know. We spent some time learning a little German in the most inefficient way possible.
I remember doing something with the artist in the square. Like, gave him some, like, symbols, some, like, crime scene symbols, and he was going to do something with them.
Yes, we did finally, right, okay. So we, I was trying to remember that other lady, lady we asked Grace to research for us.
Malia something, I think?
What'd you say?
Malia?
No, the
older
older
Madam something.
woman, yeah. Something with a C, I want to say. Anyways, we happen to overhear a conversation between an older woman and the owner of the drugstore. Can't remember his name. But she seemed like she might know French. And also, I can't remember what exactly they were talking about. I'm doing a great job of summarizing, but she seemed like she might be a person of interest. So we asked Grace to find out more about her, and presumably, if we can get to the next day here, we will be able to talk to her.
I remember a little bit, I remember a bit of the flavor of the conversation. I don't know if it was relevant in any way other than to suggest to us that she knows French.
Yes.
But she was buying like counter charms because she thinks her neighbor is like doing bad voodoo on her. Right.
We also got our crime scene symbols here. We made a photocopy of them illicitly from the police station, and then we handed those off to an artist who we befriended in the Jackson Square. So he's going to try to piece that together and give us a complete drawing. And then the German we learned, we came across a poem by Heinz Ritter, who turned out to be our grandfather, who changed his name at some point. And we also kind of connected that to, we had a phone call at the very beginning of the name from someone named Wolfgang Ritter from Germany. So it seems like things are starting to connect here, but we still haven't made a ton of progress. Definitely felt a little bit stuck at the end of the last stream, but I think we're learning. We definitely learned one very important thing, which is like all these little things in the background here. Basically anything on screen could be an important object you need to interact with, which, makes sense, but also didn't think about as much as I should have. We also, another thing we needed to interact with was this cash register, and there's multiple things like this we came across that the game didn't make super clear were important, but clearly we just need to experiment a bit more than we were previously. Oh wait, I'm trying to I have this note that says DJ Conclave Tonight Fwet Cash. I'm trying to remember where that came from. Was that the...
That was the marks on Marie Laveau's tomb.
Yes.
And then we got the nice voodoo lady to
right.
translate for us.
Yes. So that's another thing we need to investigate. We finally got a lucky dog, and then we gave it away to some kid instead of enjoying it. We still don't know what Capri Sun Core means, but we'll get there. So, yeah, let's play a video game, I guess? Yeah. And we also, we finally got in this clock with all the symbols on it. That was related to the German poem we found. It had a... Wait a... Is it talking about 3 dragons? Was it...
What about 3 dragons?
It was... Shoot.
Oh, the poem? The poem?
Yeah.
The poem said something about 3 dragons.
Yeah. A thing I just realized.
Mm-hmm.
3 dragons, 3 snakes. I don't know. Did we make that connection before?
I have absolutely no
I feel like
memory.
that has to be. Especially since it's our grandfather. So, I mean, there's clearly some importance there to 3 serpents. Something like that. But who knows what. Maybe we'll find out. So, unfortunately, I don't exactly know what to do right now.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Having to do a lot of work to remain unperceived.
I don't think we have anything to do here. This is another, like, at the end of the last stream, I was really hoping we could get to the end of day 2, and part of that is just, you know, it's easier to pick up where I left off if I'm starting something new. I feel like I should have made better notes. I made notes about all the things we need to investigate.
I'm out of here. Try not to sell out the store while I'm gone.
Don't hurry back on my account.
But I probably should have made some more detailed notes about what we might want to look into next. Although maybe I just didn't know. Another thing is I did look up a hint book for this game because I was worried we might need it, so I got that handy. It's basically a PDF version of like a little hint book from when it came out. So it's the type where you look up questions and it's got like a series of increasingly detailed answers. I'm not sure where to start here. We'll just pick a place.
Hi. Uh-huh.
All right. We clearly have an interest in this alligator head.
Oh, yeah.
So, this is a voodoo store, huh? Voodoo? No, man, this is a curio shop. The things you see here are from local folklore. None of it's real, I tell you for sure.
Let's take a peek at our inventory. All right, we got this snake scale from the crime scene, and we're trying to find a matching snake, basically.
We haven't been able to get a good look at, what's his name, Dr. John? At his snake?
Yeah, we got this snake skin from the voodoo lady that Dr. John introduced us to.
Right.
And that was not a match. Dr. John has a snake that we don't really have an opportunity to investigate.
We need to find the prettiest snake in all the land because it's like an iridescent rainbow scale.
Very nice looking.
Gabriel magnifies the scale from the lake. The iridescent scale is brilliantly hued with greens and purples.
Can I ask you just a few more questions?
Whatever, man.
Schottenjäger. Was that in the poem?
Have you ever heard of a
Or is
Schottenjäger?
that from somewhere else?
Man, I don't even know what language that is.
All I can remember is that I looked it up and it means shadow hunter.
Oh, that was from the note that we found in the clock.
Okay. It was a letter all in German.
Yeah.
From Grandpa to Dad, maybe?
It was a letter
Great-grandpa?
from Wilhelm Ritter
Okay.
to Heinz Ritter.
Okay. So a letter to Grandpa.
Yes. From possibly great-grandpa. And it, like, Gabriel couldn't read it. I don't think we were given very much of the text, but the word Schottenjäger stood out.
Right.
Which we used real-world investigation skills to determine means shadow hunter.
I already knew that Jaeger meant hunter.
Yeah.
I learned that from anime.
Yes.
I guess also Pacific Rim, which is basically
Yeah.
anime.
Right. Same thing.
The glass jars contain a number of things Gabriel can't identify.
And wouldn't want to.
The entire shelf is stocked with containers of High John the Conqueror root powder.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Is that important?
I don't know.
The entire shelf
Okay.
is stocked
I thought
with
that was a different shelf.
A variety of cloth dolls are arranged above the shelf, each impaled with a single silver pin.
I'm already thinking about the hint book. That's what kind of situation I'm in here.
No shame in hint books, man.
Yeah, mostly I feel like it might be worth getting a hint just to kind of get us going again.
Right.
Let's do a little show and tell here with my... Let's go somewhere less noisy, though. So, here's my hint book. Starts off with just kind of an introduction to all the various characters, some of whom we haven't even met yet. Then it's got a little explanation of how this book works. The whole point of playing Sins of the Fathers is to discover its puzzles and the solutions to them. However, some puzzles may be so well hidden that you don't even know where to begin. Or this may be your first experience with an adventure game. If you feel that you're really stuck, look through and find the question that best describes your problem. Think of this book as your complete reference to Sins of the Fathers. The hint answers are arranged to progress from a slight hint to an out-and-out solution to each puzzle. In fact, an answer with a star beside it will be very specific, often giving you the exact actions you need to solve the puzzle. We recommend you read only the hints you need and avoid reading the last answer of each question unless you're completely stumped. In fact, if you read every answer, one after another in this book, you'll complete the game very quickly, but you'll miss the challenge and excitement of the game. You get the point, right? Please use this book with discretion. And then it's got some tips for beginning adventurers, which we are not, but you know, it's always useful to have a little refresher. Save frequently, especially if you're about to try something risky. Pay attention, look at everything, talk to everyone, pick up anything that's not nailed down. Try anything. Anything you try might be the solution to the game situation, although some solutions have better results than others. Just remember to save first. And then it talks about there's a after you've completed the game section of the hint book to tell you about some things you might have missed. And this is kind of basic stuff we don't really need. We're done with day one.
Try crimes.
Try crimes. When in doubt, do a crime. It does occur to me that we might have missed things in day one, which
Right.
we certainly discovered last week. But for now, I'm going to assume that we're good.
I guess the question is it possible to permanently miss things that can screw you over?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I just accidentally. It's so hard to not.
Did you hint too hard?
I did hint too hard. So the question is, my air conditioner trick worked, I think. Mosley took off his jacket and is complaining about the heat. Now what should I do? I wonder what Detective Mosley has on his jacket. So.
Gabriel
need to,
doesn't want to disturb that part of the cemetery.
I understand. I clicked the wrong button. Can we exit? It's the hardest part of the game here. Huh. For a second. Okay. What?
Did you know you're still in the...
Oh, yeah, I forgot to switch scenes
Wrong
back.
scene.
Thank you. But, I mean, you're not missing much, because I'm just trying to get out of the cemetery.
Oh, yeah. The hell zone. The impossible to exit cemetery.
I feel like... I hope by the end of the game I'll have figured out the exact pixel we need to click to get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
But... just trying to remember exactly where that was. Let's see. All right, we are gonna super do a crime right now. This is probably the worst crime we've done so far. We're gonna steal Mosley's badge.
Oh. And then what will you do with that badge? More crime?
I forgot to move this back forward here. That I don't know yet. Honestly, I know.
What?
That's how we're gonna talk to Malia.
Ah, that makes sense.
Detective Mosley. Hard at work, I see. It's you, God help me.
So the funny thing is, okay. Well, the question I read says my air conditioner trick worked, I think, and now I'm realizing, oh wait, where's the air conditioner and what do we need to do with it exactly? I can see the question above. I haven't read the asterisk question. Says, did you notice the repairman outside Mosley's door? And don't think he's here right now, is he?
The suit that
Is this for the right day?
This is day 2.
Okay.
I'll let you get back to it.
I wonder if
Ciao,
you need
baby.
to do something else to trigger a repairman to do something.
Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, starting at... I'm going to skim through the stuff for the first day to make sure we didn't miss anything there.
Sure.
Oh, jeez, it's so long. We got our messages. We learned a little German. I feel like some of these are exactly the things we read in that old Interaction magazine.
Probably.
The thing I'm wondering is if the I'm gonna go ahead and click. I'm gonna leave and come back. Like, it kind of seemed on the first day that the repairman being there was maybe a random occurrence, but I don't think we've seen him at all the second day. So anyway, I'm gonna leave and go back and see if anything changes. We asked Grace to do some research. We got the magnifying glass and tweezers. Did the clock puzzle. Browse the evidence. We are still on day 2, right?
I don't know. How do you?
I'm sure we are.
determine
I'm
that?
sure we are.
I guess there's like a title card when the days change, right?
I mean,
And-
yeah, I have multiple notes here about things that we should be able to do on day 3. I know we
Uh-huh.
didn't get to day 3. Did we ever show the murder photo to the drugstore owner?
I don't know.
I can't imagine why we would have.
Yeah.
Hi. Uh-huh.
I really wanted to do that crime. I was ready to go. How you doing? Look at this dead guy.
Look at the voodoo paraphernalia around the body in the photograph. Are you sure you can't tell me anything about it?
No, I don't know anything about it. Nothing.
Okay. I think we actually did show him that.
Okay.
That definitely sounded like a follow-up question. Lots of questions on the first day are just like telling you no, there's nothing to do here on the first day. Okay, so yeah, we completed everything on the first day. I think the clock puzzle was really the main thing we missed there. So I guess these, either the repair guy, I hope we didn't screw up.
Oh, like
I wonder if it's possible
missed a chance to do a repair crime.
that, right. Maybe I should go back there and... I There was an opportunity. Yeah. There was an option to have him get us a cup of coffee, wasn't there? I'm certain I figured out a way to get Mosley to leave us in the room alone. But this is another thing I should have written down.
Hey, mostly. It's you, God help me.
Important thing here is we're learning.
Can I ask you about some stuff?
We'll get there.
You're the writer. Ask away.
Coffee.
How about getting me some coffee?
What am I, your slave?
Hey, I'm working my butt off here.
Yeah, fine.
Okay.
Some people are never satisfied.
It's not Gabriel's size or style. It's not Gabriel's...
Shoot. I knew that was a very short window of time.
Right.
Here, drink it.
Do you know what you're looking for while he's gone?
Thanks.
Oh, interesting. Oh, he's still got... It's this jacket. The air conditioner trick has to happen before this.
Right.
He needs to take that jacket off.
Right.
And then we can take his badge from that. Okay. So we got part of the... Would you mind looking this up?
What do you want me to
Will I
look
click around?
for?
Basically,
Like Google it?
Google something like Gabriel Knight, repairman. Just, I'm trying to figure out if we screwed up and might need to back up.
I'm gonna hit the road.
Ciao, baby.
Especially, what kind of repair guy is he? Oh, okay. I think I just read the solution.
Okay.
Jeez. It says you'll notice the cage is off the temperature gauge by the office door, which no, I didn't notice that. What?
Yeah, it just looks like a normal light switch.
I think it's this thing here.
Yeah.
So I can mess with it now. We don't need the repairman.
Okay.
The point is he has been here.
Yeah, I
and done a
remember.
thing.
I remember noticing a repairman being here at
The
some
gauge
point.
is fixed in place.
Oh, I tried to pick it up. Okay. Oh, this is an interesting interface. Okay, so we want to make it nice and warm.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. Okay. We're getting there, y'all.
Whew. It's hot in here.
Okay.
Dang, the air conditioning must be on the blink.
Shucks.
Are you hot? Man, I'm hot.
Take off your jacket, buddy.
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
I could really use yet another cup of
How
coffee.
about getting me some coffee?
No way. Enough is enough.
Please, 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 pretty please.
All right. Just shut the hell up.
Will's kind of a pushover.
Okay, I can see his badge right there.
Some people are never satisfied.
I think I'll just borrow this badge.
Got it.
Hey, what are you doing with my coat?
Nothing. I thought I saw something crawling on it.
I'm not doing crimes.
Just drink this.
Insulting that you would even ask or imply.
Thanks. Tons. I mean it.
Well, bye. See you again next time I need some coffee.
Should ask for milk next time.
Don't think that was a dialogue option. I'm confident now that we can get in and talk to Malia. And I have a good feeling that'll get us to day 3. Let's do a quick save before we do this.
I'll look ahead in this text-based Let's Play that I found trying to Google what you asked me to and determine if that is correct. I didn't end up needing to tell you anything
right.
because you figured it out on your own.
Need to use door knocker.
May I help you? I'd like to see Malia Getty, please. I'm sorry, but unless you have an appointment or official business, I cannot announce you.
I should have
I
realized.
do have official business. Really. Please tell me
This
the nature of your
conversation.
business.
Gabriel doesn't want to display his possession of that badge. When he's ready to use it, he...
Just as I thought. Good day, sir.
I might have misclicked.
Oh.
Like, it's possible, like,
Gabriel doesn't want to
think
display
I-
his possession of that
I
badge.
clicked a pixel too low
When he's
and
ready
hit
to
Gabriel
use it,
instead
he'd
of the
be
guy.
better off flashing it
I
at
feel like this
someone
has to be right.
specific.
He can't bring himself to become a
May
cop.
I
Yeah,
help
that's fair, I guess.
you? I've got important business with Miss Getty. Yes, I'm waiting for some evidence of that, sir.
You got your evidence right
My
here.
name is Detective Mosley. I'm here on police business. Really?
Police.
Interesting. Wait here. I'll inform Miss Getty.
His voice suddenly changed.
Miss Getty will see you. Right this way. Miss Getty will be down
Finally.
shortly.
We're in.
Thank you.
Nice place.
Yeah.
Very fancy.
I feel like I recognize that statue, but I can't quite place what it is
This
a reference or replica of. Yeah.
Okay, we're just standing around looking at stuff. I can't interact at all.
What can I do for you, Detective?
I don't actually know.
This is quite a place.
Thank you. It's been in the family a long time.
Mind if I ask you a few questions, Miss Getty?
I assume that's what you're here for, Detective.
Of course there's a flirt option.
Why wouldn't there be?
Tell me about yourself.
I suppose I don't really have a choice. What do you want to know, Detective?
Tell me about your family.
The Gettys? We're a very private family.
How many people are there in your family?
Well, my mother just passed away.
I am sorry.
So am I. She was a magnificent woman. We were very close. I was an only child.
And your father?
I never knew him.
It's hard to believe that any man would leave a woman like you. Or like your mother must have been.
He did not leave, Detective. But that's really none of your concern.
I'm sorry. Go on.
There are, of course, other Gettys in the city. I have a large, extended family.
I see.
Oh, Gabriel.
What kind of things interest you?
I don't have a lot of free time, but I do appreciate the arts. Opera, symphony, ballet, fine art. If you look around, you'll see that we collect African art, for example.
Yes, it's very beautiful.
It is, Detective. It means a great deal to me.
Do you have a career?
A career? Being the head of the Getty family is a 24-hour-a-day job. We have many holdings and many responsibilities, financial and otherwise. The management of our business affairs and properties leaves me with time for little else.
Poor little rich girl?
Believe it or not, Detective, wealth does have its price.
Do you have a husband? A boyfriend?
I'm very independent, Detective. The women in my family have always preferred it that way.
So, you've never been married?
No, and I never will be.
What about children?
Yes, that is likely. Someday.
I always feel so weird picking this option.
I'd like to hear just about anything.
I do a lot of charity work around the city, primarily in the prison and reform system. I'm not a professional sociologist, but it does interest me.
I wouldn't know where to begin.
As you wish, Detective.
It's a weird thing to say after we've just asked several questions, but it was the only way to back out of there. I mean... Sure.
Do you have any idea what Cabri Saint-Gar means?
No, I don't. What does it mean, Detective?
That's confidential information, ma'am. What can you tell me about voodoo?
Voodoo? Why would you want to know about that, Detective? It's rather silly, isn't it?
There's nothing silly about the voodoo murders.
But that voodoo is faked. That's what I've read in the papers.
That's what the papers say, all right.
But you're not convinced?
No, frankly, I'm not. The police department isn't known for its imagination.
Oh. Well, I can see that your imagination is considerable.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
The murders? Only what I read in the papers.
And what do you read in the papers?
I'm sure you know much more about it than I, Detective.
Tell me about your life in New Orleans.
The Getty family came to New Orleans in 1800. We worked very hard to get where we are. On the other hand, we've done a lot for this community.
I can believe that. You're doing a lot for me right now.
Sir, please.
Do you know anything about snakes?
I'm afraid I quite abhor them.
Okay.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
I believe it's some sort of local holiday, but I don't know much about it.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
Animal masks? I don't know what you mean.
He's not getting us much information, huh?
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
No, I'm afraid I can't help you with that, Detective.
What if you have to flirt with her?
Like, I feel like I should.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, but your eyes are really distracting. I don't think I've ever seen a color quite like that. Brownish gold. It's so deep and rich. Man, if I could bottle that, I'd make a fortune.
Thank you, Detective. That's an interesting observation, though probably not relevant to your case.
A good detective never knows what might be relevant, Miss Getty.
Then you must be truly exceptional at your job.
I don't know if that was like some quirk of the like audio recording or the way the line was read.
I think that was just Tim Curry going all in on it.
Yeah, he was,
It was...
breathless, I think is how you would describe it.
Sure.
Or breathful?
Maybe.
Can you tell me anything about what happened out at the lake?
I wish I could, but I've never seen or heard anything unusual at the lake, and I do spend quite a bit of time out there. I think this has gone on long enough. You're not really a detective, are you?
Who, me? Well, I am on this case, Miss Getty.
I saw you at the lake yesterday. I thought you must be with the police since you were there, but you don't act like a police officer. Besides, I'm rather certain that the other man said his name was Mosley.
All right, you caught me. I'm not with the police. My name is Gabriel Knight. I'm a writer working with Detective Mosley on a book.
Well, Mr. Knight, now that we've established who you are, perhaps you can tell me the real reason you're here.
Well, I am researching the book, and I thought you might have seen or heard something at the lake.
I don't like liars, Mr. Knight.
Okay, you're right. I really just wanted to see you again. You can be mad at me if you want, but I swear I've never done anything like this before.
Mr. Knight, you've lied about your identity and wasted my time with meaningless questions. If it weren't vaguely flattering, I'd really be angry. You're lucky I don't call the real police. I think you should go, Mr. Knight.
We got
Malia,
points for
wait.
that.
If you just give me a chance.
I've wasted enough time. I'll have Robert show you out.
If you get an opportunity, please observe that sculpture
Robert?
because... Okay.
Show Mr. Knight out, please.
I feel like it's gotta be a sculpture of Saint Sebastian,
I
but
most
there's
certainly will.
so many fucking sculptures of Saint
Thank
Sebastian
you
that
very
I cannot
much.
find one
I had a
on Google Images that looks
lovely
enough
time.
like it.
Ah, shit.
It's bugging me.
Was that okay?
I don't know. It didn't sound promising.
I mean, it didn't go great, but
Yeah.
also, like, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a problem.
Right.
Yeah, let's get out of here and see what happens, I guess.
It's getting late.
Ah.
Gabriel decides to return home for the day.
Time for another nightmare, I imagine.
Seems that way.
dagger like this, right?
Yeah.
My very nice drawing.
Very nice drawing. And it turned into 3 snakes, and the 3 snakes slithered away.
Blood. Snakes. I noticed this talisman thing had like a lion with a serpent wrapped around it or something like that. Two symbols we've seen in various places. Yeah, I forgot to do that content warning at the beginning. Oh. Drawn to Bacchus's abode, I sought there to conspire, but it was in the city of the dead that I found my heart's desire. Day 3.
I'm so glad you could join us today. I've got messages when you want them. I also checked out Kazanu. There are multiple listings in the white pages. I got the page, but you'll have to figure out the right one.
So she is just getting out the phone book for us.
Great, thanks.
Now, are you gonna tell me what happened yesterday with Malia Getty, or is it just too embarrassing? Don't tell me you actually got to see her.
Are the stars out tonight?
Gabriel, you don't seriously think she's interested? She can have any man in the city. You know, men with bank accounts.
You underestimate the Knight family's tragic poet samurai appeal. When Daddy married Mom, she was the hottest catch in town.
I always suspected there was something fishy in your family tree. But seriously, I think you should be careful.
Grace.
I'm serious. I don't know why, but I have a bad feeling in the pit of my stomach about this.
It's called jealousy, my dear. And you're right. You should be jealous of Malia Getty, as should every woman on this planet.
Oh, never mind. I'll just fix these books. Your life is in your own slippery little hands.
The point is to get it into somebody else's hands. And soon.
All right, let's read the paper.
Today's newspaper is on the counter.
Okay. I always forget what verb I need to do with each.
Times Picayune, dated June 20, 1993. Gabriel scans over an uninteresting front page. Under the cultural events section, there's a notice about a lecture on African religions. The lecture is at Tulane University. Gabriel's horoscope for the day. An evil eye is upon you. Change course before it's too late.
Lighten up.
What?
We just got points twice for reading the newspaper.
Hey, kids.
Huh?
Bruno.
Gabe, pet. I just popped in to see if you're desperate enough to sell me that painting.
We do need $100.
Enough to part with Daddy's heirloom painting?
How much would you give me for it, Bruno?
Gabriel,
Me too.
don't you dare sell your father's painting.
I'm not sure. Like, it feels wrong,
Right.
but also, what if I need to?
Are you able to save in this state?
No.
Okay. I almost suggested that you save as soon as the day began.
Yeah, that would have been smart. Not always that smart.
Sure.
Stay out of this, Grace.
Ooh, you're serious? You'll let me have it?
I didn't say that.
Yeah, I'll let you have it, all right. How much for the painting?
Well, I could give you 100. That's all I can let go at the moment, you know. My fares are so tied up.
It's worth more than
Gabriel,
$100 though, right?
$100 for your father's painting?
Grace, let me deal with this.
How about $100 and 2 lucky dogs? There's gotta be wrong.
Forget it, Bruno. Not for 100, not now.
Have it your way. The 100 goes with me. I'll be back, though. I can see how much you want it.
Yeah? Well, I'll show you wanting it.
Careful. You don't want to damage the door with your incredible wit.
Like, it doesn't really make a lot of sense to sell this, like, what's clearly a fairly important family
Right.
painting for $100 so we can buy an alligator mask. I don't even remember why we want the alligator mask, do you?
No. I think maybe you just kind of clicked on it and followed a dialogue tree.
I mean, the subject of animal masks came up before that.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a list of phone numbers. What's that?
That's what?
This.
Somewhere there's a New Orleans phone
okay.
book missing one of its C pages.
That looks too fancy for a phone book page. Oh. Okay. Cajun Critters Veterinary Clinic, specializing in canine care.
Quite an image choice for an ad.
Yeah. It's interesting that we have a lot of other See the World travel agency. We could just have a lot of phone numbers to choose from here. But obviously we want one of the Casino numbers. There's 4 of them. So it's on the same page. Casino numbers. Of course, they're all 555. We got 1270. Got 1220. 1280. And
What's wrong?
this one, wait, this one here, 1237.
That's what it looks like to me.
Yeah, it's just there's like a little bit sticking off the 7, and the middle and the bottom almost makes it look like it could be a 3, but
Sure.
I think it's probably a 7. 1, 2, 3,
I think
7.
the 3s are more rounded.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's make some phone calls.
If Gabriel took that down, the customers have to look at his messy studio.
Use telephone. I didn't turn it on first. Is that important?
Maybe? Yeah.
Okay.
You have to get a dial tone first.
Yeah.
You remember how phones work.
I mean, I feel like I do, and I never had to press a fucking on button. I just picked up the phone, right?
Is this like a cordless phone?
No.
Okay.
There was definitely a cord.
Hello.
Hi, is this the Kazanu residence?
Yes. What can I do for you?
Do you or does anyone in your family patronize the Dixieland drugstore?
I'm a busy man. What are you selling?
Nothing.
Good. Goodbye.
I was curious how he was gonna. What's the best question to determine whether there is an older woman that lives at this number?
Right.
So that's a clear no. Oops, I forgot.
The interface for dialing.
Kazanu residence?
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me.
Yeah?
A woman in the Dixieland drugstore dropped her purse today, and the name Kazanu was inside it.
Dixieland drugstore? Never heard of it. Sorry.
The interface for dialing, like the on and off, reminds me of cordless phones that I had.
Yeah.
So.
But there's totally.
Yeah, I feel like maybe the design for the interface was made separately from the environment art.
Can't feel like it's the last one, but.
Hello? I'm calling from the Dixieland drugstore. We have an order for you.
Castro, be quiet. Who is this?
I'm a friend of the owner.
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. I mean, that was her, right?
Sounded like it.
She had a dog, right?
I don't remember. But she had that kind of voice.
Yeah. But also, like, I think that was even the one that didn't have a first initial.
Those two objects.
Oh, Casino A. But that still doesn't get us much if we don't have an address. Although maybe I could call back. Let's try the last one first, just to see. For Pete's sake.
Hello, St. Genevieve's Wedding Chapel. How may I help you?
Boy, do I have the wrong number. Sorry.
That's perfectly all right.
So
Goodbye.
it wasn't a 7.
Interesting.
Allô? Qu'est-ce là?
Gabriel?
Gabriel? Je sais pas. Qu'est-ce dit?
Wrong number. Trompé. En erreur, whatever.
Quel idiote.
Still don't know if that was actually the number that was written down. I can't imagine what else that could be, though. It sure looks more like a 7 than anything else. Oh, wait.
What?
It's not 555. It's 535.
Oh, wild.
I just assumed they were all
Yeah.
555.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Casino residence, may I help you?
Hi. You won a customer raffle at the Dixieland drugstore?
No soliciting, please.
Okay. So it's definitely the 12 Gerardino. I'm gonna try calling back just to see if we can Give it another shot.
Yes?
Hi, I called earlier about your drugstore order.
Hush, Castro! I told you, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. I guess we'll have to come back to that.
I have a hint.
Hmm.
If you look at the phone book page again.
The dog.
Didn't even have to give you the hinty part of the hint. I was gonna say, what's the biggest other thing on this page?
Somewhere there's a New Orleans phone book missing one of its C pages.
I guess. Like, this feels a little goofy because I'm assuming I need to call there.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I guess I'll just have to see where this goes. Cajun critters. But
would you like an additional hint as to why you would want to call the vet clinic?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I can think of some ideas, but
Why don't you share them?
I mean, we know the dog's name, so we could
Right.
ask something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I guess if we, I assume we're gonna try to get her address from the veterinary clinic by asking about Castro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I have that Let's Play still open in another tab and accidentally learned this information.
Oops, I already did that.
That's too many fives.
Yeah.
There's nothing there.
Yeah, I missed.
Cajun Critters Animal Clinic. This is Melissa.
Okay. Do you know anything about snakes? I can't decide if we should ask these questions or focus on the important thing.
Yeah, I don't know if anything useful would happen if you focused on the other questions.
Yeah.
Do you have a Madame Cazonou as a client?
Madame Cazanu? Sure, I know her. She's not here right now, though.
Really? She told me she'd be there. Would you happen to have her address by any chance?
Not suspicious at all.
Yes, but I'm not sure I should give it out. Who are you again?
She's my aunt and I lost touch.
I'm worried about Castro. He's missed 3 dance lessons.
Castro? Her little doggy? Oh, he's so sweet. Well, I guess if you know Castro, it's okay. Her address is 345 Dauphine.
Thanks.
Doing crimes.
Finally. He's a real crimer, isn't he?
Criming it up. With Gabriel Knight.
You know,
What?
I have a vague memory that I stumbled across a hint that there's a couple items in here.
Items you need?
Gabriel's bedroom is also his office, his studio, and library. Jeans and t-shirts. Jeans and
It's a box.
jeans and t.
It's jeans and t-shirts. What are you talking
Gabriel's
about?
bed. The medicine cabinet contains a few old prescriptions.
I'll take this hair gel. You never know when you'll need a touch-up.
There's nothing else Gabriel needs from the medicine cabinet.
This really is a hidden objects game, huh?
Several dozen books, including a few of Gabriel's novels, occupy the shelves above his desk.
Like, I mean, the narrator mentions the hair gel, but also many other things. And
But can you do something with the hair gel?
well, we have it now,
Oh.
so I assume we'll need it eventually.
The jar contains frou-frou hair gel.
With your tea.
I think it's gone there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want more tea?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I was just saying, like, it's impossible to know, you know, which items we look at you can actually interact with.
Gabriel might as well leave that here. Gabriel might as the type. Gabriel doesn't.
Okay. I feel like the thing I remember mentioned 2 objects that you could pick up in there, but don't have an immediate use for. So there might be something else in there we need to get later. All right, let's talk to Grace.
So, what's new, Grace?
Your use of mathematics, for one thing. These books are unbelievable.
What can I say? I refuse to be bound by rules.
The strap marks on your bedpost speak otherwise.
Hey, kids.
Huh?
Bruno.
Twice in the same day?
And I
Gabe,
still
pet.
didn't save.
I just popped in to see if you're desperate enough to sell me that painting.
You got more than $100?
The fact that he's come back again this quickly
Right.
makes me feel like, well, for one, I feel like he's gonna keep coming back,
Uh-huh.
so it's fine if we don't sell it right now.
Like you're gonna have multiple
But also,
opportunities.
if he keeps coming back, it kind of suggests we need to, right? Otherwise, why would he come back this often?
Aww. My niece's soccer team made trading cards.
Oh, that's awesome.
And signed them for each other. It's adorable.
Foreign cash. I was looking over my notes.
Gee, is today the day that hell freezes over?
One needn't be rude.
Sorry, Bruno. That's all he knows.
One could offer more cash if you're going to try to buy someone's family painting multiple times in the same day.
I know, right? I'm saving right now.
Good job.
New save. Day 3 start. Okay. Oh, that's not the icon I wanted.
Did I ever tell you that you're actually quite attractive?
Be still my heart.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Let's see, we had messages.
Do you have messages for me?
Your pal Mosley called. He left a message that they're interrogating a suspect this morning and you might want to be there.
Sounds fun.
Mm-hmm. I bet.
Do you have more messages for me?
That man from Germany called again, Wolfgang Ritter. Now he's claiming to be a relative of yours.
Yeah,
I took down his number. If you
All
change
right.
your mind and want to give him a call back, just ask me for it.
Please.
Can I get that phone number for Wolfgang Ritter?
Sure, I'll give it to you when we're done talking.
Okay.
Do you have more messages for me?
I've given everything to you.
Okay. I assume since we have an address, we can just go there. We don't
Here's
need
that
to
phone number.
research where that
Thanks.
is. I hope. Oh. Interesting.
The number written on the note is 4909324 tree.
A lot of trees.
Yep. Are we the suspect? Maybe.
Ooh. That would be quite a twist.
I do feel like we're gonna get in trouble about the badge.
Yeah, you still have that, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't have an opportunity to return it.
Right.
It's odd that there's been this ashtray here the whole game.
It's an ashtray.
And I can tell it's drawn at a higher resolution, so it's clearly an interactive object, but I'm pretty sure we can't take it.
Gabriel doesn't need the ashtray.
It's just interesting. Surely something is going to happen with that eventually. I guess we're done here. Oh my gosh, are you kidding?
Hey, kids.
Bruno.
Bruno.
Buddy, you gotta...
Gabe, pet. I just popped in to see if you're desperate enough to sell me that painting.
Bruno came back again?
Yes.
Jeez.
I was like just getting ready to leave. Now I gotta
Are
be
you
rude
ready
again.
to drop dead today?
Well, really?
Okay, let's get out of here before he comes back again. Bruno really wants that.
I've got some things I need to do.
The fact that he keeps coming back suggests that you are meant to sell it to him.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Like, but it also seems possible to me that that still isn't not the only solution.
Right.
Oh, look at this little dog icon. So we can go there. We've also got Tulane University, where there's a lecture on African religions. I'm guessing that's the opportunity to talk to Malia again. It seems like relevant to her interests. Oh, I should have called Wolfgang.
Please select a destination.
Yes, we're back.
Hello.
Gotta be quick before Bruno gets here again. It's interesting that there was that dog icon, which I would take to mean the vet location, but we have her address.
I assumed it was the lady's place.
You think
And
so?
they just chose to represent it with a little dog.
I suppose you could be right. Okay. Got a very long phone number. 4909.
Guten Tag, Sie haben Schloss Ritter erreicht?
I'm looking for Wolfgang Ritter.
Ja, einen Moment.
Ja, is this Gabriel on the phone?
This is Gabriel Knight. Why are you calling me, Mr. Ritter?
I have been having premonitions of great danger for you, Gabriel. You must leave New Orleans this very day.
What the hell are you talking about?
It is hard to explain on the phone. I have had feelings about you. It took me a long time to have you tracked down. I had a sense that Heinz had a grandson, but until these dreams started, I did not know if I should contact you.
You say you're related to my grandfather?
Yes, Heinz was my brother. There is much about the family that you should know, Gabriel. Come to Schloss Ritter in Rittersberg, West Germany. It is our family home. I will tell you everything when you come. You must come immediately. You are in great danger there.
Look, I appreciate the family spirit and all, but frankly I don't know you from Adam, and I'm not going to fly off to Germany even if I could afford it.
Gabriel, please. If you won't listen, at least let me send you something. It is a journal from one of your ancestors. Promise me you will read it.
Well, I'm pretty busy.
Please, Gabriel, you are the last of our line. I am too old to carry on. You are our last hope. Please, for your family, read the journal.
All right, I'll look at it.
Good. Now be careful and come to me as soon as you can. Goodbye.
I like how whenever you're making a phone call, the other person picks up before you even finish dialing, and they don't even have like a ring sound effect. It's especially funny when you're calling Germany. Like that would take a minute to connect, I think.
So, I'm inclined to believe this guy. And he knew lots of information we've come across on our own. Heinz Ritter is definitely our grandfather. Schloss Ritter came up in the note from Wilhelm Ritter. And I mean, he's having premonitions, obviously. Gabriel's been having these dreams that seem like they might be some sort of premonition that he doesn't really understand yet. Okay. Get out of here before Bruno comes back.
I'll be back later.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that is the Casimir residence. Let's go head over there.
I don't know, I walked in and you gave me a look and made me think that you were about to say something.
Oh, no.
Okay. Never mind.
I've traveled to the Casino residence.
The dog head house?
Yes.
Yes? Who is it?
A cute little pupper.
A little luxury goblin.
I'm writing an article on voodoo is almost the truth, so we'll go with that one.
Hi, I'm doing an article on voodoo, and I heard that you...
I am a good Catholic, young man. Take your evil influence elsewhere.
But I just have a few questions.
I can feel the evil eye. Go away.
I had a feeling that would not be a useful angle.
I mean, it seemed better than I'm selling magazine subscriptions.
Sure.
Like, I mean, she's clearly has an interest in voodoo stuff, but doesn't want to admit it.
Yeah, she has an interest, but she doesn't want that to be public knowledge, I don't think.
Yes, definitely.
Yes? Who is it?
I have some fine magazine subscriptions for sale.
I'm sorry, but I'm not interested.
Okay. Selling pet supplies, that's...
I've got some great pet supplies. Could you cool little doggy?
Castro has everything he needs. Don't you, Castro?
Thanks a lot, Castro.
Land shark is one
What?
of the options.
What does that mean?
Oh, you're not familiar with that? It's a Saturday Night Live skit.
Okay. That's it? You just say land shark?
I don't remember it that well.
Cue applause?
I mean, I feel like that was most of the joke.
Okay.
Land shark.
You are no Bill Murray.
Please let me talk to you, Madame Cazanou.
I don't talk to strangers, young man.
We don't have an opportunity to show her anything while...
Using that on the door knocker would not help.
Okay, what I figured. Yeah. I feel like we probably need to learn more before we come back here. Let's see. Oh, right. We have the artist to talk to, or the architecture student.
Oh, yeah.
Very quiet band.
Mm-hmm.
Why are they so quiet?
I don't know.
Were they always quiet?
I'm not sure. They seem unusually quiet.
I hope I didn't screw something up when I was messing with sound settings for other games.
It's probably fine.
Yeah.
If anything, we were a little bit too loud before.
An artist is taking advantage of the fine weather.
How's it going today?
What? Oh, it's only you. Man, I have been jumpy all day. That pattern of yours really freaked me out for some reason. There's just something creepy.
You finished it?
Yeah, and you're welcome to it. Here.
Wow, this is great.
Uh-huh. Just don't, like, blow up the planet with it or something, okay?
I didn't mean to upset you.
Oh, forget it. I'm probably just being stupid. Do your thing with it, and good luck.
It's just, you know, murder stuff. Don't worry about it.
The reconstructed Veve was done for Gabriel by a technical artist.
Veve. Interesting.
I'm looking at the Wikipedia article for the land shark sketch, and funny enough, they don't mention Bill Murray anywhere. Bill Murray does not appear to at least have been associated strongly with this sketch.
Yeah,
enough for Wikipedia to note him.
I wouldn't have thought it was Bill Murray, but maybe that was just like her choice of example comedian.
Mm-hmm. It seems that Chevy Chase is usually the land shark.
Mm.
The artist is an able draftsman. but interrogating him wouldn't lend much to Gabriel's investigation.
Okay. Oh. What's this?
Fortune teller?
Madame Lorelei, the fortune teller, is garbed in a belly dancer's outfit and wears a boa around her neck. A real boa.
Is it the prettiest snake in all the land?
Come on, boys. Hoopla.
What? Where'd the snake go?
It seemed like she set it down.
Gabriel doesn't want to take that out of the park. Gabriel doesn't want to take that out of the park. The booth is a colorful melange. It announces the owner as Madame Lorelei and gives prices for palm reading, $20, crystal ball gazing, $15, and birth charts, $50. The owner is currently plying a different sort of wares, however. The owner is...
Thanks, boys.
She definitely sets the snake down.
Right.
How's business?
How's business? I have no time for such dull conversation, darling.
Okay.
Come on, boys. Hoopla.
How's she gonna do palm readings and shit if she keeps getting up every 3 minutes to do a dance?
I don't know how to, like...
Gabriel doesn't want...
Do you need to walk behind the
That
booth
doesn't seem
do it?
to work that way.
I don't know.
The booth is a... the owner... Why do that to the booth?
I don't know.
What does that even do?
Madame Lorelei would...
It's like a move or push. I can't remember. Yeah, I don't really know what else I could possibly do.
There is nothing to open or close there.
I mean, generally any sort of interaction requires me to click on the thing I'm interacting with, but all I can do is click on the booth.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing the best I can.
Madame Lorelei would not appreciate Gabriel using her boot while she's dancing.
Thanks, boys.
Oh.
She's busy at the moment.
All she wants to do is dance.
Why do that to the boot? Why do that?
Is there any...
Why do that? Why do that to the boot?
I'm looking.
Gabriel leers at the dancer, but she seems to want a more overt demonstration of his appreciation.
I was just about to say, do you want a hint, but you might be getting there on your own.
Quit looking up hints.
Is the solution to give her a lucky dog?
I hope so.
Or a gift certificate.
Oh, just done now.
Well, just wait 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Thanks, boys.
Not really sure what to do, though.
That's a nice snake you have there.
I could say the same of you.
Well, I know where I got mine. Where'd you get yours?
That's personal.
Okay.
Come on, boys. Hoopla.
Sure is a game with some dialogue.
Let me know when you want that hint. Walk me through what you're thinking.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just trying to think of any. Give me the smallest hint you can think of.
The thing you need to interact with is not the booth.
Yeah, like I have figured out that I need to do something with her, most likely.
Mm-hmm. Have you tried to do things with her?
I'm just trying to. I don't know what, like, open, use, push, like. Have I tried? I guess I haven't tried talking to her while she's dancing.
She's busy at the moment.
Okay, that doesn't work.
Okay, well...
She's busy at the moment.
The unfortunate thing is that this thing that's giving me these ideas is not a walkthrough.
Uh-huh.
So I don't actually know what verb
Okay.
was used to initiate this interaction.
Okay.
Talking with her doesn't work.
I've tried both talking
She's
options.
busy at the moment.
Have you tried just walking up to her?
No.
Weird.
Not a bad idea.
Ah, okay.
Ooh, baby, I love the way you move.
Madame Lorelei winks knowingly at Gabriel and twitches her hip.
Yep, she wants me.
Oh, ma'am, you forgot your red thing.
Thanks, boys.
This is the last pic. The veil belonged to the fortune teller. It's covered with shiny iridescent sequins. The magnifying glass.
I'm trying to... Thank you.
Gabriel examines the veil with a magnifying glass. That sequin looks a little strange. Why, it's a snake scale. The fortune teller. There's a snake scale caught on the veil.
I think I remember why I never finished this game. Yeah.
Gabriel carefully uses the tweezers to remove the snake scale from the veil.
Okay. That looks like a very different snake scale to me.
Gabriel has a scale from the fortune teller's boa. This is the... Gabriel magnifies the scale from the fortune teller. The iridescent scale is hued olive green. It doesn't seem to match the scale from Lake Pontchartrain.
I do kind of love that our approach to finding a suspect is to apparently investigate literally any snake we come across.
Mm-hmm.
This is the last.
John.
Do a quick save.
Did you lose a veil?
Huh, my veil. I'm always losing those things. You have no idea. Well, darling, you're such a sweetie to return a lady's delicates, and so handsome as well.
Well,
And since you have such a clear interest in fortune-telling, let me see your hands. They look so strong. Perhaps they will make both our fortunes clear, no?
I wish something would.
Strong. Yes, and yet so delicate and flexible.
You don't know the half of it.
Oh, good. I see a mysterious woman in your immediate future.
Madame Lorelei winks at Gabriel knowingly.
She is a dangerous one. Dark and beautiful. Ah, I see the road of your life forking. And very soon.
The blood drains from Madame Lorelei's face in an instant. Sweat beads on her upper lip.
Are you okay?
Oh shit.
Oh God! Beware! Beware!
Is she just briefly possessed?
What is it about me lately?
Seems bad.
Yeah,
I'm guessing we're done here.
probably.
Oh,
What's up?
the Lucky Dog vendor is back.
Ah, is he still busy?
Yeah, I think he might be.
You seem to be quite a reader.
Yep.
Did you ever read anything by Gabriel Knight?
No.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Yep, I mind all right.
Why?
Because A, I don't know anything, and B, I'm busy.
Oh.
Okay. It didn't really get us a whole lot of did it?
They got you yet another snake that's not related to the crime.
Sure. We've ruled that one out.
Hi.
I thought here is maybe we can get some more information about Casino.
Can I ask you just a few more questions?
Whatever, man.
Would you take 50 for Willie Jr.?
Don't insult me, monsieur. The price is $100.
Tell me about yourself. How did you get into this kind of business?
Why should I discuss my business with you, man?
He's got a point.
Yeah. All right. I guess Mosley is interrogating someone, so we'll head over there.
Anytime I put both my earbuds in my ear and you go to the map, I remember why I have not been having both my earbuds in at the same time, because that map is hella loud.
You son of... Give me back my badge. Now, Knight!
Sure. Thanks for letting me borrow it.
Yeah? Well, you borrow it again in your history. Now, about today. Glad you made it. It'll give you a feel for how I am in action. You know, handling suspects, that sort of thing.
I'm sure it'll be invigorating. Who is this guy, anyway?
Calls himself Crash. He's been an informant for us before, mostly helping us bust small-time pimps and dealers trying to break into the territory. Well, he's been staying invisible during these murders, but we picked him up this morning at Jackson Square. Pushing coke. He knows something. Call it detective's instinct.
Detective's instinct. Got it.
All right, Crash. I want to hear about these murders. You been present at the so-called voodoo ritual?
I don't know nothing. I told you.
Oh, come on now, you can tell me. Do you know anyone who's been to these rituals?
Look, I can't say nothing. You gotta let me go, man.
Now, you relax. No one knows you're here. The men who picked you up were plainclothesmen.
Plain clothes, like you could fool them. They know I'm here. They've got ears all over the city. They know everything.
Now, who are they, Crash? Are they the ones doing the murders?
Let me go.
If you're so worried about being detained, start talking. Now, you tell me what I want to hear, and maybe I can get you in the witness protection program. But you have to earn it.
Witness protection? Are you crazy? Don't make me laugh. Jesus, just let me out of here.
Oh, come on. Who's behind these murders, Crash? Why are the victims all members of the underworld?
By now they know I'm here. I mean, it's different when I'm supposed to come here. Or if I can send a message. Tell him I didn't say nothing.
Christ, he's frickin' useless. Take him back to detain him, would you, Tony? I tell you, times like this, I'd kill for truth serum and damn the civil rights.
Can I quote you on that?
Huh? Hell no. Damn! We can only keep him for 24 hours. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna have to let him go. Sorry it wasn't more exciting. For the book, I mean. Maybe you can punch it up some. You know, what do they call that? Fiction, that's it.
It certainly is. I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
You gonna take a break?
Yeah. Yes. We'll be back in a couple minutes. Hello. Hi, Culinary. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well this evening. What are we up to with our buddy Mosley? I guess we're gonna chat.
You been feeling okay lately? You look like hell.
Me? You know, I can't sleep at night, what with thinking about the case and thinking about Annie.
I can relate.
Has he mentioned an Annie before?
I'm pretty sure.
Also, now that I'm down here on the floor, is the microphone gonna pick me up enough?
You might want to talk a little louder.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay. Doing pretty good. Working up on finishing up Shin Megami Tensei 5. Nice.
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
I have absolutely no idea who Annie is. I don't remember an Annie ever been mentioned before.
Like, I want to say that that's his wife and that they're going through a divorce or something.
That makes sense.
Like, that seems right to me, but my memory's a little hazy.
Sure.
What's
the status on the Voodoo murders case?
It sure as hell ain't going well. There's a lot of brakes being applied in different areas of the investigation. We're getting some real info on the victims now, and they're not exactly upstanding citizens. I was hoping to get more out of Crash, but he's scared shitless. We'll have to let him go tomorrow morning.
I feel like it's been brought up twice now. The first time it was brought up, I thought maybe it was just some kind of flavor text, but it seems important that he'll be let go tomorrow morning. Like maybe there's something we need to do today. He clearly knows something. Maybe not much.
The Crash guy?
Yeah. But, you know, he's worried. He's worried they'll know he's there and that he's going to say something. So I don't know what we would do about that.
Right.
I can't think of anything else worth talking to right now.
Tell me about yourself.
What else do you want to know?
Anything at all.
Just tell me anything at all.
Remember how we used to play monkey in the middle? We used to piss off our senior year teacher. What was her name? Ms. McKelly? You'd act like you were going to toss her an eraser or something. Then you'd throw it to me over her head. And we used to do it at your grand's, too. Like with the remote when she wanted to watch her soaps.
Yep, and it was a great way to pick up women in the library. Oh, those were the days.
Playing monkey in the middle in high school? As seniors in high school?
Oh, nothing, never mind.
It's your dime.
Hello, Silver. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. The knighting is going pretty alright, I think.
I feel like I'm learning a lot about Gabriel Knight as a person, and Mosley too, I guess, from that little anecdote.
Yeah, I mean, they're both trash.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit the road.
Have a good one.
Call the whole man disposal services.
Oh, let's see. Try to summarize what we've been up to for Silver here. We talked to Wolfgang Ritter on the phone. He's got a journal to send us and thinks we should probably leave the country. We talked to a fortune teller who maybe got briefly possessed. And what did she say when she was possessed? I can't remember. But basically, it seems like... I feel
like it was something like they're coming, or something is coming is the the vague feeling that I am remembering.
Right. There's been multiple suggestions that bad things are going to happen to Gabriel Knight. Mosley did a very bad job interrogating a suspect. We got the address of old lady Casino who doesn't want to talk to us. Bruno really wants to buy her painting.
Yeah.
He's asked for it 3 times just this morning. Thank you for doing that shout out. I've very much enjoyed Silver's Quest for Glory streams. Definitely recommend checking it out. Where to next? Oh yeah, we also got a tip about a lecture at the university. So let's go see what that's all about.
It looks like the lecture is just starting. Gabriel decides to record the session.
Voodoo is the tribal religion of Africa, but the name Voodoo is actually a banner heading under which resides an entire body of distinct tribal belief systems. The word voodoo may sound familiar to you. What is known in the States as voodoo is actually an amalgamation of African religious systems, voodoo, and European religions, primarily Catholicism. All of the subcults of African voodoo have certain things in common. The most important is the worship of a pantheon of spirits instead of the single deity that the Christian and Muslim systems have. Some of these spirits are elementals. Some relate to specific tasks or places. Some represent important tribal leaders who have died. This spirit worship is what makes voodoo so easily adaptable. With all those spirits, it's no problem to add a few more. Say, for example, the Virgin Mary. At the height of tribal Africa, warfare was common. The one tribe would conquer another, and the Loa, important in the conqueror's tribal system, would be adopted readily into the conquered tribe's Loa pantheon. In this way, many of the voodoo cults spread and mingled throughout tribal Africa, enriching the belief system and causing innumerable offshoots. The basis for the voodoo religion seems to be as old as man himself. It has much in common with many early pagan practices: animal totems, sympathetic magic, elemental spirits in the trees, the heavens, the bodies of the sick. Africa is believed by many to be the cradle of the human race. Some of the voodoo Loa may be as old as the Garden of Eden itself. We still can't explain some of the real power of these primal religions. And note, I said primal, not primitive. There are African Bokors who baffle our scientists with their supernatural powers. Now, let's discuss the elements of voodoo.
Fascinating guy.
In voodoo, the spirits are called the Loa. During a voodoo ceremony, celebrants are possessed by the Loa. And this is called being ridden. The human worshipper is seen as a horse, and the Loa as the divine horseman. A person being ridden by a Loa takes on the characteristics of that spirit and becomes, in effect, merely a vessel for the more powerful entity. Some of the older original Africa Loa include Dambala, the great serpent god; Hezruli, the mistress of love; Papa Nebo, or Gede, the lord of death; Agwe, the spirit of water; Legba, spirit of the crossroads; and the cruelest and most dangerous, Ogun Badagri, the lord of destruction.
I gotta get more sleep at night.
Tribe-specific Loa can have as much or more power as the more widely worshipped Loa. For instance, a particular tribe might revere highly the Loa of an ancestor who was a legendary hunter or politician. Voodoo temples are called Haunfors. Their priests, Hangun or Bokors. Their priestesses, Mama Loa. In a voodoo Haunfor, there's a ritual circle marked by a center pole called a poto-mitan.
Oh.
The ritual circle is prepared with a veve, a pattern of symbols. Each tribe's veve is slightly different, consisting of complex symbols that identify their special loa. During ritual conclaves, initiates dance under the supervision of a bokor and a mamaloa, or head priestess. The use of totems or animal masks and markings was not uncommon in the original African ceremonies. Now, though, all but the oldest sects have abandoned this practice. Ritual objects used during the conclaves include the ritual gourd or asson, the ritual knife or kubasa.
That knife gives me the chills.
The ritual whip or fouet cache. And the ritual coffin or seke madule. These items are often optional, called for by the mamaloa for specific magical rituals. The mamaloa is the most powerful figure in any voodoo sect. Voodoo is a truly matriarchal system. Even the bokor knows his power is limited. The mamaloa is the supreme woman. She butterflies, fireflies.
Oh, I see.
I was going to say, I think he's falling asleep.
It just got interesting, though.
Yeah.
Firelight. No, what is it? Gabriel?
What? I can't see.
Gabriel, get in.
Can't. It's too small for me.
You must get in, Gabriel.
It's not mine. Too small.
Hide, Gabriel, hide.
No, no, let me out. Help.
Young man, the lecture is over.
Oh my God, sorry.
Gabriel scans the bulletin board. Greek night at the Alpha Psi Omega frat house. It looks like it took place sometime last spring. Gabriel scans the bulletin board. There's a notice for a lecture on investigative reporting techniques to be given by octogenarian Pulitzer Prize winner Laura Bo Dorian. Unfortunately, it's weeks away. By that time, Gabriel will have to have learned on his own.
Shame.
The podium. Partridge's throne.
Throne.
Are you a student?
No. My name is Knight. Gabriel Knight.
Well, you have walked into my private office, Mr. Knight. I hope you have something worthwhile to do here. If you figure it out, let me know.
Exotic fish lend even more color to the cluttered office. Dr. Hartridge is sharp-eyed and even sharper tongue. When he condescends to look at Gabriel et al., it's with a dismissive glare.
I think we want to show him our veve.
The carved stone head looks African and very old. It's an enormous stone head. Dr. Hartridge's office is crowded with masks, carved figures, and strange objects.
I suppose we'll chat with him first.
Your lecture was terrific.
Oh, you think so? You were snoring so loud I didn't think you'd heard it.
Mind if I pick your brain?
Not if it will get you out of my office.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
You already sat through my lecture on the subject, Mr. Knight. Perhaps next time you could stay awake and learn something.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
I've read about them in the papers. I must admit, to some interest. But according to the newspapers, the voodoo aspect is faked, so I haven't really pursued it. You know how Americans, especially Hollywood, treats voodoo. I'm sure there are many so-called practitioners out there that have no idea what they're doing or the power they're playing with.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
I find it interesting to see the occasional fragment of voodoo practices in the everyday culture of New Orleans.
Do you know anything about snakes?
I'm not a zoologist, Mr. Knight, but I know all I care to about reptiles.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
It's June 23rd, the feast day of St. John the Baptist. The June 23rd has been a sacred day since the earliest times. Ancient sun worshippers used to roll a flaming wheel down a hill to celebrate the sun's descent on that day.
A burning wheel? Huh.
June 23rd. I think it's currently June 20th, so that's in just a few days.
Do you have any idea what Cabri sans Corps means?
Cabri sans Corps?
Finally.
Yes, I do. It's a Haitian term, I believe. It's French, and literally translates as goat without horns.
As in a female goat?
No, as in a human sacrifice. Sacrifices in voodoo are usually of the animal variety. Chickens, wolves, goats. If the gods demand a goat without horns, it means a human being.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
As I said in my lecture, which I assume you actually listened to, is that animal masks, totems, are used extensively in most African voodoo religions.
I was thinking when we showed the Willie, the guy at the drugstore, is the one that said Cabri sans Corps. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking when we showed him the photo again today that I feel like Cabri sans Corps came up the first time we showed him that. Mm. I'm not positive, but that seems like it fits.
Uh-huh.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
I'm not in the habit of repeating myself, Mr. Knight.
Tell me about bebés.
If you'd taken notes during my lecture, you wouldn't have to ask.
But, like, give me the good stuff.
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
I'm afraid I can't help you there, Mr. Knight.
Tell me about yourself.
All right, Mr. Knight, I'm 35, a fully tenured professor at this university, as well as a fellow at Cambridge. My doctorate was obtained at Syracuse. Yes, Syracuse, in religious studies. I'm an agnostic, but I find human belief systems fascinating. I specialize in African religions because I grew up there. My father was a Protestant missionary. And I am heterosexual, when I practice sex at all, which isn't very often. Any other questions?
No.
Fine.
Very detailed.
Indeed.
Tell me more about human sacrifice.
It's, very rare. Most voodoo practices do not include human sacrifice as a matter of record, but it is theoretically possible if
Wait, this guy's supposed to be 35?
demand.
That's what he
For
just
example,
said.
one of the chants I had translated for me from a Haitian ritual went like this. Mistress Azuli, come and aid us. If a cock is demanded, we will give it If a bull will suffice, behold it. But if a goat without horns is required for sacrifice, oh, where will we find one? Azuli is the gentlest of Loa, so they call on her for mercy. But I have seen grown and powerful Hungan tremble before a possession by one of the more violent Loa, such as Papa Nevo. Clearly, they are afraid that something of the sort will be ordered, or that the Loa will simply take it for themselves.
Is he possibly lying about being 35?
Tell me about bebés.
If you've taken notes...
I just remembered that sometimes if we ask about a thing again, we get more information. So I thought maybe you'd be like, no, please tell me more. But we'll show him our drawing, and I think that'll get us somewhere.
Can you tell me anything about this pattern?
Wow. Interesting. Very interesting. Mind if I copy this?
Be my guest.
Great. I'll be right back. Here you go. You know, this is a fascinating veve. You must tell me all about its origin.
Actually, I was hoping you'd tell me. Can you figure out anything about it from the symbols?
Well, some. That's why I wanted a copy. I want to research the design myself. Each of the symbols in the veve represents something, a loa, a place. Where did you get this?
Have you heard of the voodoo murders?
No, you're kidding. Really? Then the voodoo is authentic. The newspapers are wrong. Boy, are they wrong.
You think this veve is authentic, then?
Authentic? Mr. Knight, that's like asking if the Mona Lisa is a painting. Tell you what, I'll look into these symbols myself and see what I can learn about the sect that made this. I'll give you a call when I have more information. You are associated with the police, aren't you?
Absolutely. But I'm, undercover. You can contact me at the St. George's bookshop in the quarter.
All right. Now, I'd like to get started on this if you don't mind.
It's not a complete lie. He is associated with the police.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to assume that we are, in fact, done here and not bother poking around anymore. Hopefully
I'll see you later.
Oh, do keep in touch.
No, associated as in he's buddies with a cop.
He may not be professionally associated.
What else? I'm gonna click on a location because I try to avoid hanging around that screen for too long. I'm just kind of thinking over what else we have to do here. We're doing pretty good at going through the list of things we have to investigate.
Mm-hmm. Out of curiosity, what else do you have on your list?
Well, we've still got this voodoo message, DJ Conclave tonight, Fwet Cash, and now we know that Fwet Cash is
the ritual whip.
Ritual whip. just gonna see what this does.
Gabriel likes the idea of leaving marks on the tomb. But at the moment he is not sure what to say or how to say it.
And the manual for the game pretty much told us straight out that at some point we'll need to do some of this writing. And we have this, I think it's a brick.
Yeah.
That was on the ground here. So I assume we'll be writing in this location even at some point, but I figured we probably weren't ready to do that yet. We still have to figure out how to get Kazanu to talk to us.
Actually, now that we've found someone who knows French, I don't know what we need from her.
Yeah.
I didn't have any other ideas of why we would want to speak to her other than to find someone who knows French.
Yeah, I agree. But I'm sure it will get us something.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if we need to do anything with Crash, the suspect that's being held till tomorrow morning.
Mm-hmm.
And then we still have Bruno really wants the painting.
Right.
And he's got $100 he's willing to pay for it.
Right.
And we also have a mask we could buy for $100. I don't know exactly where that will get us. And it's hard to know if that's the right thing to do. I know, it's right around here. Actually, I haven't been in the church today. There's a couple of locations we haven't been to today. Okay, not much going on here. Dr. John.
Hello, Dr. John.
Glad you could return to us, Mr. Knight.
Could I ask you some more questions?
Of course. I also find our dialogue stimulating.
Is this an option before?
Do you know Malia Getty?
Should I?
She referred me to your museum.
Many have read about our museum in the newspapers, Mr. Knight.
That's a good point.
Don't remember that.
Do you know anything about Veves?
I believe they have something to do with Haitian voodoo, but that is not really my area.
You're sure you haven't heard the term Gabriel sans corps?
I am sure, Mr. Knight.
We now know what that means, so it might be worth going to talk to Willie again. I'm also curious if we can show this to Dr. John. I mean, if he doesn't know anything about
Does
them.
this pattern look familiar to you?
Where did you get that?
You do recognize it then?
I have never seen it before in my life.
What'd you show him?
The Veve drawing. He clearly is familiar with it. He's probably not interested in the phone book. I'm curious if we can show him a different snake scale, just for fun.
Why would Dr. John be interested in that scale?
Good question. Alright. See if I remember how to get out of here. No, I do not.
I'll be going.
Come back again.
Hi.
Uh-huh.
Can I ask you just a few more questions?
Whatever, man.
I found out what Caprice encore means. How did you know about human sacrifice?
I never said those words, monsieur. You must have heard them from someone else.
Do you know anything about Veves?
No, sir. Never heard of them.
Okay.
Do you recognize this pattern?
Don't look familiar at all, sir.
Okay. Well, it was worth a shot.
Could I ask you a few questions?
Sure. I'm not too busy at the moment.
I feel like there's probably not anything to do here yet again.
Do you know anything about Veves?
Never heard of it.
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
Never heard of it.
What can you tell me about your regulars in here?
See those old guys at the chess table? That's Sam and Marcus. They played every day for 20 years. Sam, the one with the purple jacket, he's lost every one of those games. It's not that he's a bad player. I've seen him beat guys twice as good as Marcus. But Marcus has Sam so psyched out, he loses his nerve every time.
Gabriel Knight, come in.
Hello, Magentia.
Please, be seated.
She's the one that translated the note that said Fwet Cash on it, so...
Could I ask you a few questions?
Of course, Seeker.
Do you know anything about Veves?
I don't know anything about that.
Have you ever heard the word Schottenjäger?
I don't know anything about that.
Okay. Grimwald.
About Grimwald.
What about her?
That's her snake.
Nothing. Never mind.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'll be going now.
Do what you will if it harm none.
Count on it.
Please select a destination icon.
It's interesting that it shows all the street names. I never really noticed that before.
Because you can't go anywhere because there's an icon.
Right.
Lucy, I'm home.
Oh boy, party time.
I'm going to do another save because I might try selling the painting. At least see what happens there.
Just gonna wait around for Bruno to show up.
I mean, it doesn't take him long.
Got a minute,
from what
Grace?
I could tell.
What's up?
But we'll see if we can talk to Grace about anything else first.
Could you do some research for me?
Sure. What?
Yeah, interesting.
I have a pattern I need you to research.
How interesting. What is it?
It's a reconstruction of the tracings they found around the murder victims. The ones done in flour and blood.
Ugh. You shouldn't carry this kind of thing around. Who knows what these symbols mean?
Well, wear your evil banishing gloves if you want. But check it out for me, would you?
I'll see what I can find out. Anything else?
How's the phone book gonna help with this?
I know. Just gonna have to look.
I
in
can't
a
think of
different
anything.
book.
Okay.
Do you know anything about Veve?
Veves? No. What are they?
Ritual patterns used in voodoo.
Fascinating. I can't help you out, though.
Okay. Got some points at least. Since we got some points, I'll update that save.
There's no one in that part of the shop to talk to. Three snakes in a skull. Gabriel's father painted it.
What a wacky, offbeat kind of guy Daddy was.
Do you like hog games? I do not know what those are. There's Bruno.
Hey, kids.
Hidden object games. Okay.
Bruno.
I have not played very many hidden
Gabe,
object
Pet.
games.
I just popped in to see if you're desperate enough to sell me that painting.
I know this game automatically has the hidden objects tag on it. It's more of an adventure game, but it certainly has a little bit of a hidden object aspect to it. Yes, I definitely enjoy point-and-click games and puzzle games.
How much would you give me for it, Bruno?
Gabriel, don't you dare sell your father's painting.
I've been playing the Gabriel Knight games on Tuesday, and I've been doing King's Quest games on Saturdays. Just finished the first one. I'll be starting the second game this week.
Stay out of this, Grace.
Ooh, you're serious? You'll let me have it?
Yeah, I'll let you have it, all right. How much for the painting?
Well, I could give you 100. That's all I can let go at the moment, you know. My fares are so tied up.
Gabriel, $100 for your father's painting?
Grace, let me deal with this.
Here we go.
Fine, it's yours.
Gabriel!
Here's the 100.
You better take good care of this, Bruno. This is not just another of your hip art pieces, you know.
Really? Well, I fully intend to make the most of its display, though not for your sake, I'm sure. At least in my shop, there'll be a chance of someone actually seeing it. I can't believe I actually got it. Just wait until I show Sid.
I don't believe you!
It's just a painting, Grace. There are things I have to do.
Like buy an alligator mask.
Wait do you see what he does with that $100, Grace?
It feels real wrong, right?
Oh, that's a good point. Did you gain or lose any points from that?
If you buy the mask, please show it to Grace.
Have you been keeping track of your point total?
No. I was gonna do a quick restore to see what my points were before. Okay, I did gain 2 points. So I guess I'm gonna continue. It feels wrong, but it also gives us a path forward, it seems like, so we'll go with it.
I've got some things I need to do.
Don't hurry back on my account.
Hi.
How does one buy things? Let's look at our $100 bill.
$100 in cash. That's the most money Gabriel had in his pockets in 2 years.
Yes, the narrator is excellent.
I have $100. You still want to sell that crocodile mask?
That's $100, sure enough. The mask, it's yours, sir.
Hey, we did it. Was it worth it?
Who's to say?
Maybe. Can you gift wrap that?
Here you go. Careful it don't bite you now. Yeah, thanks. Don't you go forgetting your lagniappe. A free bottle of Master Gambling Oil. The sign said I could get Lady Luck oil instead. Well, I wasn't thinking a man as young as you would be needing that kind of remedying. But if you's having problems with your... Oh, that's all right. Believe me, I don't need it. I'll just stick with this. Thanks, anyway. Of course, it ain't none of my business if you do need it. I don't need it. Of course you don't.
Okay, now I just gotta go show this wonderful Master Grace. I'm sure she'll love to see it.
Hey, Grace. Here I am.
Oh, joy.
Oh, there it is.
The crocodile mask is made of genuine crocodile head. It looks heavy, hot, and smelly. The magnifying... Gabriel can see that just...
Can I put it on?
Gabriel doesn't want to put the mask on until he has to.
Okay. She's gonna love it.
Do you know anything about this?
Oh.
No, sorry.
I'm so disappointed.
Can you? It is a mask. Can you put it on?
He doesn't want to wear it until he has to. Bummer. Well, let's go talk to Casino again.
I'm going out.
Good luck.
Gabriel doesn't want to put the mask...
Yes? Who is it?
Like, if I choose the magazine subscriptions for sale, it seems like I keep getting different things to say. And a lot of them are real goofy, and I hope that's not what I need to do to progress, but I also kind of feel like it might be.
I have some fine magazine subscriptions for sale.
I'm sorry, but I'm not interested.
I've got some great pet supplies. Could you cool little doggy?
Did you try all these already?
Castro has everything he needs.
I'm not sure.
Thanks a lot,
I necessarily got all the way through the options. I can't remember how it
Land
ended.
shark.
You are no Bill Murray.
Okay, yeah, I guess it kind of ended with this. Please let me talk to you. Also, I can't show her anything at any point.
Please let me talk to you, Madame Cazanou.
I don't talk to strangers, young man.
If I understood what we needed from her, I feel like it would help.
Sure.
Like, like, do we need some other item to get anywhere?
Right. I mean, it seems like we maybe need some information. But it's kind of hard to tell. Oh, the cage is back over the thermostat.
Hey. Yeah, what is it, you wanker?
We do have the alligator mask now, but I can't
What did we want that
think
for?
of any use for it.
What did we even want it for?
I honestly can't remember, and I wish I wrote down how animal masks even came up initially.
I don't know.
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
Do you have any idea what Cabri sans cœur means?
Hell no. Is that French?
True enough.
Doesn't seem like there's anything new here. Can I show him my
I have
mask?
this.
That's nice, but I'm busy with the real investigation tonight.
I guess we never... I don't think we ever showed him our Veve.
You know those marks you found around the murder victims? This is a reconstruction of the whole pattern.
That's cute, Gabriel. Almost looks legit. I'm sure our police artists would be amused at your techniques.
Okay, buddy. I had an architecture student.
This is the
create this
last
drawing. Thank you
page
very
of
much.
inventory.
Oh, right. We got this.
The small bottle is labeled Master Gambling Oil.
Bless you.
Sorry. What's the bottle on it? What's it say?
Master Gambling Oil.
Yes?
I don't know. I was just thinking, you know, we got that and Casino was buying stuff at the
She didn't.
shop, but I can't imagine why she would be interested
she would
in
want
that.
gambling oil. For
Right. It was just a sudden thought of, could there be anything there? But
you
I
had
don't think
that
so.
the last time you went to her house, and you said
Right.
it didn't give you any opportunity to show her anything.
Right, like, unless I need to, like, use an object on the door or something, but, like, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Other opportunities like that, you know, there's been a chance to go in our inventory while we're talking to them. Uh-huh. Well, just for kicks, let's see if Malia will talk to us again.
Well, I'll be seeing you.
Ciao, baby.
I wonder if it'd be worth talking to my grandma again. Since we had that conversation with Wolfgang, it might be worth asking if...
Right.
That seems probably more useful than going here, but I'm here, so I'll try it first.
Oh, it's you. Miss Getty is not at home, sir. Can you tell me where she is? It's very important. She's visiting her mother's grave, Mr. Knight. Something even you can't be tasteless enough to want to interrupt.
Well, I got news for you, buddy.
You obviously don't know Gabriel Knight.
Yeah, it's absolutely Tim Curry, which is wonderful. Okay, grandma first.
Gabriel, come in.
Hi, Gran.
Make yourself at home, son.
Can we talk, Gran?
Of course, my boy. How can I help?
Wolfgang Ritter.
Do you know anyone named Wolfgang Ritter?
As I said, your granddad's surname was originally Ritter. I never learned much about his family, but from things he said, I always thought he had a brother back in Germany. I don't know if Wolfgang Ritter is related to your granddad or not.
Okay, so that's at least not a definite confirmation, but it seems like Wolfgang is most likely Heinz's actual brother, and not just making things up.
Have you ever heard of a Schuttenjäger?
I don't know what else to tell you, dear.
So we already talked to her about that.
Do you know anything about Veves?
What, dear?
Never mind.
I think that's...
Well, Gran, I better get going.
All right, dear.
There we go. Okay. Unfortunately, it seems this is not the only cemetery in town.
I'm sorry to bother you.
What you need, boy?
Mind if I pick your brain a minute?
Go ahead. These folks ain't in no hurry.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
I don't know what you talking about.
Do you know anything about Veves?
I don't know what you talking about.
Yeah, I figured. Does the top of this screen go anywhere? I don't think so. I know I'm pretty sure I clicked around a fair bit. Oh, didn't know I could go back here. But I feel like I clicked around a fair bit when we first came here. Said it's the only cemetery in town. I think I'm gonna get us a hint. Trying to find the relevant section here. There is a section about the painting, and it seems to be suggesting that we did the right thing there by selling it. There's not any mention that we might not want to do this, so hopefully we're good. did miss something at the cemetery. It sounds like there's a whole nother screen. I never would have guessed that. I was looking all over there. But I guess maybe it doesn't show the exit cursor? I don't know. I mean, I guess I should just try walking over here to see what happens. Though I would have thought I had done that before. Oh.
Malia.
Mr. Knight, what are you doing here?
My family's tomb is here.
Mine too.
I noticed. Subtle.
Well, Mr. Knight, if there's nothing else.
Don't go. I need to talk to you.
Whatever for.
I can't stop thinking about you. I've been in your thoughts too. I can see it in your eyes.
Mr. Knight, you don't know anything about me. I'm not in a position to get involved.
I've said that 1,000,000 times myself, but this is different. I think we both know we can't fight it. Oh, I can't believe I'm saying this.
I have so many obligations. My family is very traditional. You wouldn't understand.
Hey, I love tradition. I've seen Fiddler on the Roof 100 times.
This isn't a musical, Mr. Knight. We live in different worlds.
Look, I know you've got more money than God. Do you think I care? Do you think that's why I'm saying this?
No, I don't.
Why don't you come see my world? I have a little bookshop, St. George's on Bourbon.
I know.
See? I knew it. You're crazy about me, too. Come by tonight. Please. My world isn't so bad.
I'm sorry, but there's no place for someone like you in my life. Not now, not ever.
Damn it.
Also, having been to St. Louis #1 once before, I don't think there are any tombs that alive people go in to hang out. Yeah, I think probably not. But I suppose it looked dramatic and everything. Can we
Gabriel's
go
done
that way?
all the begging he can muster at the moment. Molly will have to work this out on her own.
What does Malia have to work out? I feel like Gabriel's the one that's got to work things out.
An angel draped dramatically over a stone plinth marks the entrance to a large tomb. A stone angel leans down to gaze at something unseen. Two enormous vases flank the front of the Getty tomb. There's a small marble plate near the tomb doors.
Are we gonna do a Tomb Raider? Please say yes.
The plate is locked in position. There's a keyhole on the plate, but Gabriel can't operate that without a key.
Do a little crimes as a treat, yes. Unfortunately, we might have to...
This is the last page of inventory. The tomb is much too heavy.
We might have to do a little light theft crime before we can do the tomb raiding crime, I think.
To the east there is only the back wall of the cemetery. Gabriel cannot go any further in that direction.
Okay.
Gabriel looks at and in the vases, but he doesn't see anything he wants to take.
No, I thought maybe they had a spare key in
Gabriel looks at the heavy marble doesn't budge. The heavy marble doesn't budge.
there. What's this statue looking at? Is there something interesting over here?
Most of the plaster has fallen away over the years to reveal walls of red brick. This tomb is smaller than most others in the cemetery.
Kind of a pup tent for the dead.
Most of the plaster. The tomb is closed tightly. The tomb is closed tightly. The tomb is much too heavy.
Okay, we've done our best here, I think. Getting better. Well, heck, now what? I feel like we should leave her alone, but I don't know what to do other than poke around here some more.
This is private property.
I told you, Miss Getty is out.
But she left
There is
from being
nothing to operate.
I knew you'd miss me, so I came back.
Really? I forgot you were gone.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Could you do some research for me?
Sure. What?
I can't think of anything.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh, I looked at the hint book again. We got some more crimes to do.
See you later.
Don't hurry back on my account.
Didn't even realize this was here.
A freshly starched black priest's shirt stands out against the white robes in the closet. Nothing on that shelf interests Gabriel.
Are you sure?
Gabriel cannot see himself wearing a long robe.
Okay, there we go.
I can't resist black.
It's a priest's shirt.
Sure is. Yeah, we're doing church crimes.
There's no reason to wear that at the moment.
I'm not sure what we need to do with it.
The closet shelves are stacked with the odds and ends of a saintly life. In other words, nothing Gabriel is familiar with. It's a picture of Christ.
Can we go in this door over here?
Gabriel cannot go in there. That's the priest part of the confessionals.
We could be a priest, though.
There's no reason to wear that at the moment.
Can we go confess? Ah, interesting.
The panel behind the mesh window moves from the...
May I help you, my child?
I just had an idea, and I wonder if you've also had the same idea.
What is your idea?
My idea is that perhaps you impersonate a priest and hang out in the confessional and wait for the old lady to come confess her terrible sin of being a bad Catholic and buying voodoo stuff.
That is a good thought. It won't let us go in the priest's part of the confessional, and if I try to wear the priest robe I just stole, it tells me it's not time to do that.
Interesting.
But I can talk to this priest. So
I wonder.
Can I ask
if,
you a
like,
few
I don't know,
questions?
if something needs to
The
happen
confessional
so,
is
like,
not the
Gabriel
best place
gets
for
the
interviews,
idea
son.
to do
You
this
can
thing.
contact the parish offices if you need private counseling.
I understand. Thanks, Father.
Is there anything else?
I'd like to make a confession.
All right, if it will make you feel better.
I've had impure thoughts about a woman I met.
Impure thoughts? You mean thoughts of sexual relations?
You could say that, but worse than what you mean.
Worse? You mean extreme sexual relations?
Well, not involving animals or anything.
Oh, well, I see. Perhaps we should just leave it at that. Pray for forgiveness and say 10 rosaries. Is there anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Goodbye, then. Peace go with you.
All right.
The panel behind the mesh window moves from the other side. The confessional is empty, and there does not seem to be a priest behind the window right now.
Okay, that's good.
There's no reason to...
I feel like you're onto something here. And it seems like maybe we got the priest to leave now?
Gabriel
you can't
cannot
go in there 'cause
in
the priest
there.
is there.
That's the
Right.
priest part of the confessionals.
But we're gonna be a priest.
There's no reason to wear that at the
Go to
moment.
priest school or nothing.
Go over here. Interesting.
The confessional is empty, and there does not seem to be a priest behind.
May I help you, my child?
Exactly.
Oh.
Gabriel needs to think like Agent 47. What's wrong?
He came back.
Could you give me a blessing?
Do you feel the need for a blessing, son?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
All right, if it will comfort you.
The priest blesses Gabriel through the confessional window.
Peace be with you, son.
Thank you, Father.
How do I do this church crime?
The confessional is empty. Gabriel cannot use the black shirt that way. There's no reason to...
You have the right idea.
Gabriel cannot open...
You are on the right track anyway. But we need to be a bit more direct about it.
How so?
We need to go to her house.
Ah. Dressed as a priest?
Yes.
Okay.
You need a fish. Here we go. Oh no!
Oh no?
The black shirt won't do Gabriel much good the way it is.
Do you need more priest accessories?
Yeah, I think I do. There's no collar. I was looking around to see if there was anything else I could take, but I didn't see anything. Where?
There's a box of white priest's collars in the closet.
Well, you never know when a priest's collar will come in handy.
I will continue participating through chat from bed.
Oh, it already combined them for us.
Oh, sweet.
Sounds good.
Gabriel doesn't want to take that from the ready room.
I will not be going too much longer. I'm hoping I can get through the day here. I figure I'll at least talk to Casino and see where that gets us. And I'll probably wrap up after that, even if it's still day 3. I'm gonna do a quick save here. Day 3 end.
This is the last.
All right, but this is private.
All right. No, I'm gonna use the door knocker.
Yes? Who is it?
It's Father McLaughlin to see you.
Well, Father, you should be ashamed of yourself being so ill-groomed. I am sure the bishop would never approve. You can just go get a haircut before you come calling on me again. I know my duty, Father. But a priest seeking contributions should take pains to represent the church with respect.
Well, it's a good thing we picked up that hair gel, huh?
The things I do for my art.
There we go. Much better.
Yes? Who is it?
You got any other notes on my appearance?
It's Father McLaughlin to see you.
I see you've taken my advice, Father. I didn't mean to be harsh, but the church is the church.
Well, when you're right, you're right.
Exactly. Come in, Father.
Another very fancy house.
Please be seated, Father.
That is quite
Thank
a
you.
couch. Heck.
Now, what can I do for you?
And this is very cool.
The painting behind the couch is a Madonna and Child. The folding screen has a colorful pattern. It looks oriental. Madame's parlor is full of carefully dusted and polished relics of her past. There's an old-fashioned jewelry box on the coffee table. Like all good hostesses, Madame has candy out for her guests. These
Oh, that's
appear
candy.
to be several decades old.
Oh, can I have a candy?
Madame seems to like candles. Gabriel wonders if these two are specialties of Mr. Walker's shop.
I was trying to look at this painting, which...
It's a
Is it for-
painting of a pretty young lady in old-fashioned clothes.
Madame, in younger days?
Good heavens, no, Father.
Guess
It's so nice of you to invite me in.
Ah, but no, mon père. I am always happy to see one of the good fathers.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions, my child?
Of course not, mon père.
I don't know what I'm going to ask her about. Oh, wow, we get a portrait. That's amazing. I guess we'll just go down the list and hopefully she won't get suspicious.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Ah, people think I'm just a foolish old woman. But I know the things they do. My family's been in New Orleans since 1750, so I know more than most. Voodoo people are all over this city, in the shops, everywhere. They'll curse you like that, and most people don't even notice. Spit on your bread at the bakery. Take strands of your hair at the store when you try on the clothes. You have to be so careful. But I know their ways, so I can protect myself. I know how to use the magic too, and I can counteract their evil spells.
Interesting that she's admitting all this to a priest.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Voodoo murders? Ha! They are nothing new to me, Father. They happen all the time. I hardly go out anymore. It's too dangerous in the streets. They can get you anywhere, you know. Even here in this room. But I try not to let them know about me. That's the best way.
Just try not to let the murderers know about you.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
The only true New Orleanians are of French origin, you know. My family were among the original settlers of New Orleans. They came here from France. The Creole society used to be so gay in New Orleans. Now it barely hangs on by its fingernails.
Yeah, it just seemed a little bit odd because previously she wouldn't talk to us about voodoo, and she insisted she was a good Christian. So, I don't know.
Do you know anything about snakes?
Snakes? They're evil creatures. Did you know that evil people can send them into your dreams? They can. That's why I never sleep.
Right, thanks.
Oh, yeah, that kind of makes sense.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
St. John's Eve? Mais oui, I used to love the St. John's Eve Mass at Sandwich Cathedral. Of course, it is also a night of great wickedness, worse than All Hallows Eve. They will corrupt anything, Father.
They? They who?
Oh, you know.
Do I?
Do you have any idea what Cabri Sankor means?
Mais oui, I know. I bet you do not, Father, n'est-ce pas?
I do know. It means don't eat the chili. We'll go with the correct answer. Or should we say, of course I know what it means? Nah.
It means goat without horns.
Oh, Father, you surprise me. You do know what it means. You know what they mean by goat without horns, don't you? A human being. That's right. Slit your throat, cut out your heart. Pure evil murder.
Points. We do love the points.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
No, Father. I don't know anything about that.
Do you know anything about veves?
No, Father. I don't know anything about that.
Have you ever heard of a Schattenjäger?
No, Father. I don't know anything about that.
Tell me more about human
sacrifice. Do you
sacrifice.
know anything about human sacrifice here in New Orleans?
Well, my great-grandmother could tell stories. She saw it. People say that sort of thing wasn't done in New Orleans. But the real voodoo queens did it. Oh, yes.
Unfortunately, we cannot ask about Bebe. I wish we could.
Who were the real voodoo queens?
Well, my great-grandmother told me that Laveau was just a front, a flamboyant decoy. She distracted authorities from the real voodoo queen of New Orleans. It's been the same one for almost 200 years. She's head of a secret voodoo enfant. That's what they call their temples, you know. It's so secret, most of the voodoo people in the city don't even know about it. The real voodoo queen controlled Laveau, gave her a little bit of power, and used her like a puppet.
I think you might be right on Secret Crush.
Tell me about yourself.
Me? I am Creole. My family has been in New Orleans for over 200 years. Real New Orleanians are French, you see. These days the city is overrun with people with no heritage at all. No offense, Father, but it's true. But the French, naturellement, will always be the true blood of New Orleans.
Oh, did this... That seems to be me.
Tell me more about this secret voodoo hound four.
Well, I've never seen it. I wouldn't go near it if you paid me. But it's here in Orleans, I guarantee it. I hear the drums at night, oh yes. That's why I am so ill. I tell you, those drums. But we shouldn't talk about it. They'll hear us. It's the devil's work that happens there. I can tell you. I'll show you something. Something secret. You mustn't tell anyone, Father.
I swear on my collar.
Here it is, mon père. A true object of evil if there ever was one.
It radiates something, all right.
It belonged to my great-grandmother. She told my mother that it was a token to gain entrance to the real voodoo ceremonies.
You don't say.
To tell you the truth, I always felt nervous about having it in the house. You know, evil influence and all.
Oh, I can see how you would, yes.
And yet, I could never part with it. It's been in the family for generations. Would you bless it for me, Father? I feel strange asking such a thing of you, but surely you understand.
Bless this bracelet of a snake, even though its vibes aren't great. Let it do nobody harm when they wear it on their arm. Voodoo spirits, go away. Don't come back another day. And now, let us pray.
It's a bracelet in the shape of a snake.
Sure is.
This is the last page of inventory.
I'm trying to think of what I could do with this. Like, it seems like I probably want to obtain it in some way.
I think that's enough, Father.
Oh, right. Here you go.
There's my lovely snake bracelet drawing.
Madame Casanou looks fragile and pale under a thick layer of face powder. If Gabriel is not mistaken, she's a slice short of a loaf.
All right. Are we done here?
Do you mind if I ask you a few more questions, Madame?
If you wish, Father.
Can I ask about the bracelet again?
Can I see that snake bracelet again? I'm not sure the first blessing took, and I'd like to re-bless it.
All right. I do admire your thoroughness, Father. Here's the bracelet, Father.
Bless this bracelet of a snake, even though its vibes aren't great. Let it do nobody harm when they wear it on their arm. Voodoo spirits, go away. Don't come back another day. And now, let us pray.
There's no point in using that on the bracelet. There's no point in using that on the bracelet.
Yeah, he's a real goober, all right. I feel like we must be missing something. Put some... Yeah. Like, my best guess is we need a similar bracelet and we can swap it. Either that or maybe, like, we need to remove that eye, or... That seems unlikely. Alright. Let's get out of here.
Well, Madame, I must be going.
Of course, Father. I know how busy you must be tending your flock.
That's a good question. But I think we exhausted all the options. And the fact that they let me do the blessing thing again with a very goofy excuse suggests, like, other situations where they've done that, it's because there's an opportunity there to take some action that's necessary to progress.
I'm not going back on the street looking like this.
Oh, come on.
Hello, beautiful. It's me.
The excitement of seeing you is killing me.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Could you do some research for me?
Sure. What?
I can't think of anything.
Okay.
Thought maybe she could find like a jewelry maker for me or something. Alright, I think we will call it there. Feel like we made some pretty good progress. Didn't quite get to the end of day 3, but that's alright. We'll get there. Oop, wrong one. So we definitely need to do something with that snake bracelet. And we need some sort of key to the Getty tomb. Obviously, we don't have any particular reason to want to go in there right now, but surely the fact that there's a panel there that requires a key suggests there's something to be done there. So I can't help but think, well, no, that doesn't really make sense. I was going to say I can't help but think that the snake bracelet could be possibly the key, but I mean, obviously Malia's getting in there without the snake bracelet, so. Although I guess, I mean, her family's been around for a long time too, so maybe there's multiple bracelets like this. Who knows? And then, oh right, we got the lecturer is investigating our Veve for us, so I guess we won't get to learn anything about that until day 4, I imagine, but at least that is something. Anyway, let's see if we can find someone to raid here. We went pretty late today. Thanks for hanging out with me. It's always nice to have you all here. And I hope you have a good night. We'll probably just, where'd my raid button go? Guess I'm in the wrong view. We'll probably just go visit some critters or something, since it's so late. Yeah, let's just go visit the old turtles and chill. All right. Thanks again, y'all. Have a good night. We will see you around. I forgot to do my schedule thing, but, you know, Saturday, King's Quest 2, and a week from now, we'll be back at Gabriel Night again. Bye, y'all.